So today in this video lecture, we'll understand pure functions. Okay, so pure function is part of Scala programming language. It is one of the cornerstone of Scala programming language. This pure function concept helps Scala programming language to become more oriented to data engineering projects. Okay, so let's deep dive and understand pure functions with examples. Okay, so pure functions, so basically pure function, as the name suggests, that it takes input and returns output without having any other side effect. Okay, so what are the possible side effects, okay, which a function can have? uh, the side effects can be like printing a value on the console, modifying the global variable, or modifying database or file. These all side effects are something which is outside the scope of a function. The scope of the function is to take the input, process, and return the output. That is the scope of a function. But here, if a particular function is doing something which is beyond its scope, okay, which is outside, if outside beyond returning a value or outside the scope of a function, then that is called a side effect. Okay, so here, side effects. It has, as I said, pure function as it does not have side effects. Okay, what are the side effects? Like a task which is beyond returning the output to the function, and what can be the what are the possible tasks, like uh, printing output on console, modifying database, find database, writing to file. Okay, these are some of the possible side effects which a function can have. The job of function is only to take the input and return the output, but here these are the side effects which a function can have apart from returning the output. So pure function does not have any side effects. It is pure, like you give the input and you'll get the output. It returns the output to the function. Second aspect here is uh, referential transparency. Okay, referential transparency. Referential transparency. Now, what is referential transparency? Okay, referential transparency is nothing but, okay, a function call can be replaced with its result value without changing the program behavior. Means you can replace you can replace a function call with its output, and still you will get same result. Okay, we'll see this with an example. Okay, so two aspects we saw. One is side effect. A pure function does not have side effects, and we also saw what are the possible side effects a particular function can have. Then we came to the And the second point, that is referential transparency. We can replace the function call with the output which the function generates, and still we get the same result. Means where you will replace the function call anywhere in the program. If you have written any program, wherever you are calling the function, if you replace that function with the output which that function has got, it will give you the same result. So this is the second point. Third point, what is third point? Third point here is immutability. Okay, immutability. Okay, immutability means it does not change the original input value. It does not mutate, or modifies as the original input value. Okay, for this aspect, or for this point also, we'll see example. So first I'm elaborating what all things pure function has got. Okay, that makes it a pure function. What all concept it has got that makes it a pure function. Third and last, fourth one, uh, it always produces same output for the same input. It always produces same output for same input. Okay, so these are some of the, what we can say, aspect of pure function. And if in case whenever you are asked in interview why a, what are the aspects, or what are the what we can say, points of a pure function, they can, then you can elaborate all these 4 points explaining what is a pure function. And we'll see the examples for all these 4 concepts of pure function, so that we can practically understand how this 4 aspect of pure functions help us understand the concept, okay, of pure function. Right. So in let's understand practical implementation of pure function. So basically we understood what is pure function, what it has to offer. Okay, uh, it does not have side effect. Then uh, it offers immutability, and another thing is referential transparency. Okay, so these 3 aspects of pure functions, we'll see it in a practical manner with the help of code in Scala language. Okay, so first is, it does not have side effect. Okay, so let's understand this. I'll be writing two functions, one with the side effect and another pure as a pure function. So in it will help us to understand the difference, that how a pure function avoids side effect. Okay, so basically I'm writing the function. Let's give it a name as side effects, because we are going to see the side effect of a function. Okay, and the same we will eradicate in our next pure function. Okay, so I'm passing a string, giving it a return type as unit. Okay, then I'm printing my writing print function. hello dollar name. Okay, so this is my function. This particular function poses side effect. Okay, I'm just writing the function called side effects. Okay, and I'm simply passing the parameter. Okay, so here I've written the function call. I'm passing the parameter, and I'm executing the function. Okay, so here I got the output hello Tom. The thing is the side effect which is seen here is that the output is not returned back to the function in midway somewhere while executing the what we can say function. It prints the output on the console. So what is the what is the aspect, or what is the point of pure function is that when we pass an parameter, when we pass an input, the output should be returned back to the function. But here it does not happen. uh, it can be seen that the output is not returned back to the function, and somewhere in the midway inside the function itself, the output is getting printed on the console. So it is doing something beyond the uh, beyond the scope of the function. Okay, the expected behavior is that it takes the input and returns the output when function call is executed. But it can be seen that such thing is not happening, and it is just printing the output without returning it to the method call. Okay, on the console. So this is one of the side effect which can be seen over here. So let's now write an another pure. Now write. Let's we will write another pure function, and then we will understand how it overcomes the side effect. So here I'm writing pure function. Same. I'll pass the parameter, and here I'll write the return type. Okay, I'll pass the string notation. Hello dollar symbol name. Okay, and I'll simply do the method call your function. Okay, and I'll pass the name. Okay, so here when I place the method of function call, and when now the function call possess the output, I pass the parameter Tom, and the whatever was returned, whatever the value is calculated, it is returned back to the calling function. Okay, so now this particular pure function holds the output. If I happen to print it, it will print the output. Okay, so here I'm just putting print. Okay, and I'll just simply execute. Okay, so I'm getting the output hello Tom. In previous case, there was a side effect. The output was not returned back to the function, and in midway, somewhere inside the method, inside the function itself, the output was getting printed on the console. So it was doing something beyond returning the value to the function. Okay, and in next function, we eradicated this side effect by returning the value to the calling function, and we printed the output which the calling function was holding. So this is this is the side effect is removed by the pure function. So let's understand referential transparency. The second, what we can say, second point of pure functions, referential transparency. Okay. So what is basically referential transparency is, okay, if we you replace a function call with its output, and still you will get the same result. Okay. So we understood referential transparency that if I replace the function call with the output, I will get the same output. Okay, I will get the same result. So here I am writing a function. Let's say ef function. Let's add right add function. I'll pass parameter in comma. Okay, and I'll perform the operation here. Okay, now this is the function. It takes two parameters, do the addition operation, and return back the value to the function. Okay, so if I call this function somewhere else in the program, let's say I'll place this uh, function call here, can print the output result. Okay, so what I have done, I have placed a function call. Okay, and multiplied that function call with 10, and I'm assigning the value to the result. Okay, and printing the value. So when I just right click, okay, so here I'm getting the output, okay, of 50. Okay, now if I replace this function call with my what we can say value, okay, when I pass 2 and 3, the addition is performed and the value is calculated as 5. So if I replace that value with the result of this function add, I'll get the same result. Okay, so I'm getting the same result. So this is what is referential transparency means. You can replace the function call with its output and you still get the same result. Okay, so you can replace the function call anywhere in the program with its output and you will get the same result. So this is what is the second point or second aspect of pure function. Now let's understand the third aspect, that is immutability. Immutability. So what this concept says, that immutability, it does not mutate or modifies the original input values. Okay, so it maintains the immutability of the input values. It does not modify it. That is the feature uh, advantage, or what we can say feature provided by the pure function. Okay, it's one of the feature of the pure function. So let's see through practical coding how immutability is maintained on input values in pure function. Okay, so I'm writing a function. So I'm passing the list and the parameter, and expected output is a list. Okay. So here what I'm doing, I'm just adding a number to a list. Okay. And this will be returned back to my function. So let's see. Let's take a list, number list. Okay. And I'll pass the list to it. Okay. And okay. Then I'm just going to add pass this number list to the function. To list number list, I'm passing 4 to it. Okay. And assign it to result, and simply printing the result. Okay. So, what is the output? Okay. And simply printing the output. Okay. So here I'll print the output. Okay. So here I got the output 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I print the original list, that is number list, it is intact. There is no changes in it. Means the input given is intact with no modification or changes in it. So this is what is the concept of immutability. Okay, in the what we can say, pure function. Now let's jump to the another concept. Okay, instead of let's understand the how which are the this we understood the concept of immutability. Let's understand mutability. Okay, so I'm taking value, mutability, and how it modifies the input value. Okay, val, let's say x equal to, I'm creating a new function, that is string builder function. So builder function. So what is the peculiarity of the string builder function is that it replaces or modifies the value in its value in its place, in its at its original place. Okay. So here I'm passing a parameter hello. Okay. And simply printing it. Okay. Print, and I'll say x. Okay. It giving me hello, and again next I'm taking another val and simply appending new value to x. Okay. And simply printing it. Why? Okay, so it is saying hello world. Okay, so I appended hello world to hello value of x. Now if I happen to check the value of y, print x. Okay, and let's see. So it is the modifier, the original value, the original input is modified, is mutated, right? If I when I print x, it should print only hello. But what is happening over here? It is printing something different. Okay, the value, original value is mutated. It's changed. It is not it is not the same. You can see. So this is the mutability. So string builder function replaces or modifies the original value in its place. Okay, in its original place. Hope so you have understood the concept of pure function and all its aspect. Okay, which makes it a pure makes it a pure function. Okay, thank you very much.